Warning, this podcast contains themes of extreme violence and murder. Subject matter may be offensive to some listeners. Discretion advised.
Welcome to another episode of Evil Transgression, your homicide headquarters here in podcasting. I'm Josh, and with me as always, Dustin and Rex.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
You didn't know what to say, so you
He
did.
did.
You're right.
Exactly, yeah.
My brain was going back and forth. I'm like, hello. That's all I got.
Well, at least you got something out.
True.
It wasn't just
I tried. I think it's that brain juice I've been drinking.
Oh, yeah. That's what you call it now.
Got that brain juice.
It's making me smarter.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to cover today, like different news things
Oh, yeah?
that's going on.
Can I say one thing?
No.
Okay.
No, we said no.
So just wanted to let you all know that our anniversary is coming up.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Time flies.
Is it really 3 years?
Yeah. 2020.
No.
February 17th.
I think it's 2
of
years.
2020. Look at the sign to your
Oh,
left.
it's 3.
I can't see that.
It's definitely 3 years.
Yep.
Wow.
So, if you guys want to send us some anniversary gifts, so I
Be
can
very nice.
so I can buy a cake
Yeah.
A whole cake.
and we'll sing to ourselves on the air, and Josh will blow them out.
What would be really nice is if GoDaddy.com would send us our website back.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
True.
We were legit for like a whole year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they just kept charging more and more.
Don't use them
No.
because they will take your shit from you
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took what
out of
was
nowhere.
ours.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
So,
That I don't. It's going to get my blood a boiling.
do we even have a tip jar anymore?
No, it was on our website. That is now defunct because Dustin wouldn't pay the bills.
That's definitely not what happened.
Pretty sure it was.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it wasn't.
Scandalous.
Like I'm not sure what we paid for.
Well, you remember I paid like $130 some,
Yeah.
and it was supposed to cover the whole year, and then they gave me like 4 months, and then charged it again.
Yeah. Yep. Because there was two different charges. There was, I think there was one that was 30 something bucks, and
Yeah.
then the other one that was over 100. And then I think in over the summer they were trying to charge $200 to you.
Yeah, something like
I mean, it was up
They
there.
like double charged you once.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, cool. Well, you're not getting shit." So they just took it all.
Yeah.
Took our livelihood.
hmm
So don't use them.
Yeah.
They will get you.
I've heard other people complain about them.
Oh, there's whole threads about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who else to use.
So if anybody on here builds websites,
You still got to have the domain
Right.
true.
that we paid
I mean,
for.
Yeah.
man, I know back in the day, my one of my buddies, he used to deal with that stuff, and I mean, I'm sure it's more expensive now, but man, he used to get them for like $75 a year a domain.
Damn.
You know what we should do? Just make a MySpace page.
Oh yes, I think mine. I still have one too. I haven't gone to it in 10 years, but
We have a Facebook page that you can
True.
always come to and leave us comments.
yes,
It's just not the same.
And we have a Patreon.
We do.
yeah,
And we have a tweeter that I tweet at big name people
like once
to,
or twice.
You know what we do have?
TikTok that we never use.
Yeah. We'll just have you make one today.
Hmm.
Why don't you make one?
Because
Yeah.
you're Because what I'm wearing is controversial to some people. Like
Dustin,
you.
in today's society, it's not unusual to see a man in woman's clothing.
Or eyeliner. They call it guy liner.
Well, you know what? How about we all get in on it? All of us.
I don't have my makeup
We'll
on.
be like, guys, come check out the podcast.
Yeah.
And then Josh will say something. And then whatever he'll say. And then we'll go to Rex. And Rex will end it.
I'm scared.
You've done one with me before. What you
Okay.
got?
Oh, what do I got?
I'm ready.
You guys want to talk about the Santa Bandit
Yeah.
Yeah.
for our little evil facts or whatever?
Yes.
You remember he's like, evil facts.
Evil facts.
So let's talk about the Santa Bandit. On
Okay.
December 23rd, 2019, a 65-year-old man with a white beard entered a bank in Colorado Springs, Colorado, told a teller he had a weapon in his pocket, and demanded cash. He didn't have 9 getaway reindeer outside, but David Wayne Oliver did seem to rob the bank for the purpose of spreading Christmas cheer.
Huh.
When the teller handed over the money, Oliver went outside and began tossing it in the air, yelling, "Merry Christmas."
Oh, wow.
People that were walking by picked up the cash, and most brought it back to the teller inside, but police said that thousands of dollars remained unaccounted for.
Yeah, I ain't turning that shit back in.
Nope. All the interest banks charge. Yeah.
Right.
Oliver then walked to the Starbucks next door and waited for police to arrive. Officers said there was no indication he had a weapon during the robbery. He's just like, "Give me all your money." And goes outside like, "Merry Christmas."
Hey, you remember that? Remember that one guy that this was a couple years ago? Like he didn't want to be like spend the night or like stay with his wife, so he like went like robbed a bank. So they take him to jail because he didn't want to be around his wife. I get that.
All right, here's some more facts for you.
Okay.
Let's talk about prison labor. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
like no, go ahead.
the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution abolished slavery, quote, "except as punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted." This constitutional loophole allows for prison labor, which is often criticized as being, quote, institutionalized slavery. Here are some typical wages for prison labor. $2.90 to $5.12 per day for inmate firefighters.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn, they paid.
Yeah. Well, you figure that's probably good money for prison.
Hey,
Yeah.
they should be happy they're getting anything. I mean, they're living there for free,
Right.
eating for free, like whatever.
Plus, they get $1 per hour for inmate firefighters in an active emergency. So if there's an active emergency, they get a bonus.
Wow.
14 cents to 63 cents per hour is the national average for non-industry prison jobs. 14 cents an hour.
It's pretty good.
That's our prisoners. Don't they make the license plates?
Do they?
I think they do.
Huh. Is that why the airplane was backwards?
You know, they make street signs too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I know they make the license plates for
Yeah.
sure. So when you get those,
Yep.
those were in the hands of a convict.
No. I'll make my own.
33 cents to $1.41 an hour is the national average for labor done for state-owned businesses.
Huh.
That might be like your street signs and stuff, state-owned businesses.
Yeah.
93 cents to $4.73 per day is the national average minimum maximum prison wages in 2001, which took a decline over the years to 86 cents to $3.45 per day for the average minimum maximum prison wages in 2017.
So are they accounting for Joe Biden's inflation too? Now, so are they making like $11 a day now.
That wouldn't cover my eggs. 2 weeks is the average time it takes for a prison salary in order to save up to buy a box of tampons.
Jesus.
Wow.
You got to buy tampons in prison?
Oh, you got to buy everything.
I don't know.
I would just use toilet paper.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that.
Just like scrunch it up.
Yes.
Just shove her up.
Yep.
The man pond.
Dude, don't even get me started on that. Have you heard the new thing? I can't remember if we talked about this or not. Guys are freezing tomato paste and take a wild guess where it's going, and then using tampons to simulate.
Oh, putting the old frozen paste up your butt. Oh my.
Isn't that terrible?
Oh, it's crazy.
We have an epidemic of mental health issues in the United
For
States.
sure. Well, all over the place.
Gotta love it.
I agree.
Mhm.
Gotta
So,
love
yeah.
it. Just imagine, when we were coming up, the older people were like, "This generation, man,
Mm-hmm.
look at them, they're stupid." Now we're doing the same thing as we get older. Like,
Yeah.
man, this generation.
Right.
Well, what's mind blowing to me is like, if you've listened to this show, you know I don't like pedophiles. None of us do.
Right.
But now they don't like to be called pedophiles anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Really?
to be called
Maps.
Maps.
Yeah, like to be called maps.
Minor attracted persons.
Yes.
Maps.
Ridiculous.
So they'll probably have rights in sometime in the near future.
Well, they have rights now.
And it's disgusting. And what we should do is we should execute every single child predator.
Yes.
If I was ruler of all things, if you got convicted of like sexual crime against a child,
Yep.
you would be taken out and shot.
I like
That's
it.
how I feel.
Mm.
Yeah.
And if you don't agree with me, then you would be taken out and shot too.
Dang.
That's
Pretty
how that
sure
would go.
that's like,
Wow.
It's genocide.
yeah. In probably like
Dude,
what
I
we
think
fought
you'll
for.
have a hard time finding anybody that would be against that.
Well,
Dude, you'd be surprised.
If you are one of those people, please contact me.
speaking of all that, did you guys hear about Jamie Lee Curtis's latest post?
No.
She took a picture. I don't know if it was her office or what, but there's a picture in the wall towards the back of the room that had a naked kid like in a small bathtub. You got to look it up. It's weird.
Why?
She had some excuse, and then she ended up taking the post down because obviously crazy.
Now it's Hollywood for you. They're all a bunch of weirdos.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Let's just see what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's just see.
Oh, you're looking it up?
Yeah, I need to see this.
What's going on in the world today?
So
What's
can
going
somebody
on?
honestly tell me, was Jamie Lee Curtis born a man?
I remember that rumor back in the 90s. Did you
Yeah.
ever hear that one?
No.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I brought it up.
Yeah.
Her name is really Curtis.
Her name is Johnny Lee Curtis. So it shows a young girl naked in a large container filled with water.
Yeah, yep.
And she said, "Last week I posted a picture of some chairs that included a photograph on the wall by an artist that was gifted to me 20 years ago. I understand it has disturbed some people. As I have said, I am a truth teller, so here's the truth. It's a picture of a child taken by her mother of her playing in their backyard in a tub of water. Nothing more, nothing less."
Just the fact it's not even her kid makes it weird to me.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Art is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Art is a
It
weird
is.
thing. Like some people see different things in art. Like I
Mhm.
see like not the same thing as what you might see.
Yeah.
It'll be like a painting, and it'll look like shit, and they'll be like, it looks like
This is worth $1 million.
Oh my god, no! It looks like My 3-year-old drew it.
So here's the picture. I don't know if you've seen it.
Weird.
It's weird, but
yes.
I'm going to be honest. I don't see it as like something to cancel somebody over.
Well,
it's weird. So if you haven't seen this picture, what do you think? This child's maybe 7, 8?
yeah,
maybe?
probably.
Yeah.
In like a Rubbermaid tub, but you can't see anything. I mean, she's like stuffed in this tub.
Yeah.
Got her arms crossed across her chest. Her legs are crossed. So it's not showing really any body parts, really.
I think it's the fact that why does she have that picture? If
Yeah,
not her
it's
kid?
odd.
I'm just saying,
It's an odd picture.
if that was in Trump's office, all hell would have broke loose. You know?
That the twat twist, plot twist. It is. That is Trump's office. Jamie Lee Curtis. That's not even Jamie Lee Curtis. That's Trump.
Goodness.
Oh,
Classic.
God.
So I want to touch on something before we.
Not me.
There's two other main stories that I want to talk about today, but
Okay.
so I missed pointing out when we talked about the Idaho murders last week.
Yeah.
One of the things in the affidavit that was released, like I skimmed over, and the more I thought about it, I was like, it's kind of odd. So let me put it out there.
Mhm.
Did you guys know that he applied to intern for the police department there?
What?
Yeah. Like he sent in like a paper to try and get him, to work with the police.
They didn't let him.
No, apparently not. But yeah, he wrote a paper like how he wanted to help the community and blah blah blah.
They said he went on a date with that one girl.
Well, no, see, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. The new things that are coming out that's leaking out because they're not supposed to say anything about this, but it's being leaked out. Is that he visited the restaurant that two of the girls worked at? I think it's called the Mad Greek. Like they know that he had been there a couple times where they worked. And then they're saying that one of the girls he had private messaged repeatedly to try and get her to talk to him, and he never got no response. But they remember him from going into the restaurant because his order, they're like, he had an odd order, and it was a vegan pizza. He wanted to make sure that there was no animal meat involved in the product.
Those silly vegans.
Well, I got some terrible news for you, Mr. Koberger. You better get used to the meat. Where you're going.
Human meat.
Meat and mayonnaise.
Because you're going to be fed meat quite often.
Meat and mayonnaise.
Man, there's a lot of meat in here. That's the more you look at him, man, he just has that look in his eyes, like of evil.
Oh, yeah.
What if it comes out that he's not really it?
Well, then I will go back on everything I say, just saying that he's a creepy dude. But the look, the just when you see his eyes, it's just like there's nothing there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, did somebody stay up a little too late?
Oh, poor little
They
guy.
did. I did.
So, have you guys heard about this 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher?
Yes.
A little bit.
I don't know the story behind it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's in Virginia. What is it? Newsport? Newport News.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia?
Uh-huh.
Like where they build the shipyards, where they build the Navy fleets.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so this 6-year-old boy goes into his classroom and shoots his teacher.
Like,
6 years old.
did he have beef with her?
Apparently he did, because there's more stuff coming out. Well, so anyways, the teacher, Abigail Warner, was teaching a first grade class at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News. when this boy just like walks up in front of the class, points a gun at his teacher, and pulls the trigger.
Wow.
Jesus.
So the teacher, luckily, gets her hand out. The bullet pierces her hand, goes through her hand, and hits her in the chest.
Ooh,
But she survives. Thank God.
that's good.
She's actually home recuperating now. But there's all this crazy stuff's coming out about this incident where I read this 6-year-old boy has some kind of disability where his parents were they actually accompanied him to class every day, except for this week. This was the first week that they didn't go with him to class,
Okay.
and this happens.
Wow.
They're also saying that they had heard that this boy had the weapon previously, and they searched his book bag and didn't find anything.
How's he even getting this?
That's what I was going to say. Are they going to charge the parents with that?
No charges have been filed as of yet. As of yet.
That's gun safety, man.
I know.
100%. Well,
Yeah, you need a
and
lot.
Virginia has a law that anybody under the age of 14 gets their hands on an unsecured weapon, then they charge the parents.
Yeah.
Good. They should.
Yep. Should have been in the safe.
But so they're saying he has an acute disability, and then one of his parents went with him to class every day, but did not do so during the week of the shooting.
Like what kind of disability?
Doesn't say.
What if it's like autism or something?
But so now they're coming out and saying that the 6-year-old who shot his teacher reportedly told her he wanted to light her on fire and watch her
What?
die previously.
What?
Wow.
This kid's seen some shit.
Huh.
Jesus.
I want to light you, 6-year-old. I want to light you on fire and watch you
Dude,
die.
that's crazy. There was never a thought in my mind, even close to that at 6 years old, you know?
No.
Maybe 7th grade when
Yes.
we were in a class and me and Rex constantly got picked on.
Yep. I'd get
guys
detention
did?
too.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, Rex and I got sent on opposite sides of the map in this classroom. And it wasn't like we were being bad. We just
Yeah, I doubt that.
we were just like doing this.
Yeah.
Like what we do here.
Giggling and
Yeah. So we got, honestly, she put us the maximum distance she possibly could in her classroom. Like Rex was in one corner of the room and the complete opposite corner is where she put me.
yeah.
And it was on from there. Like this lady legitimately did not like us for some reason.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we were 7th graders, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure 7th graders can be annoying, but for the love of God, we weren't bad.
Right.
We just like to have fun.
Uh-huh.
But I remember the fact, like, I got sent over to this other table because we had like groups of desks pushed together in these areas in the class. And like I said, I was on one side of the room. Rex was completely on the other. But I remember like it was an English class, so we had to do silent reading. And I remember you had like a certain amount of time to read. She's like, I think it was just because she didn't want to deal with anybody. She's like, it's silent reading time for 20 minutes. So, you know, and I like to read. So I was cool with it. So I'm over there, you know, reading my book, minding my business. You know, I hadn't been yelled at all day. And I remember there was a girl sitting beside me who asked me, like quietly, she was like, what time? Oh, what are we supposed to read until? Or something like that. It was like, how long are we supposed to read? And I'm reading. And I'm the type of dude that if I'm reading, you can't say nothing to me because it'll throw me off. I'll read the same line like 15 times over. I love to read. I can read anything. But if you talk to me or if there's noise going on, man, I struggle.
Uh-huh.
But she asked me a question, and I remember I was looking down at my book, and I looked up at the clock and answered her, you know, quietly, not being disruptive.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading again, and it was on. Josh, what did I tell? you're getting a detention. And she started, dude, she
Yeah.
literally gave me a freaking, and I'm like, I honestly didn't do it. I was like,
Right.
for once, I didn't do anything.
Yep.
And she was like, no, I told you to be quiet and blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, she gave me a detention.
Yep.
And from that moment, I was like, I will make your life a living hell.
Yep.
That's
I
how it
got
was.
after school detentions, in school detentions.
Yeah, those were great.
Yep.
I would in 7th grade. I would always raise my hand and ask for help, even when I didn't need it, because the teacher would come over and bend down, and I might catch a titty. That was my big thing.
All right.
Huh.
She was 70.
No, mine
It smelled like mothballs.
no, mine were like in their 30s.
Oh yeah.
He was coming in that era.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'd be like, try not to be all she'd be teaching me, and I'd be like,
But at no point did I ever think, even when I was being picked on,
gonna shoot.
for answering a question of time,
Uh-huh.
did I think about shooting my teacher
Right.
Right. Yeah.
or lighting her on fire.
I
Yeah.
hope they're looking into this kid's like home life.
Oh, for sure.
You have to. 6 years old.
Yeah.
No.
And he's like, I'm going to light you on fire. And then bring a gun to school.
Mhm.
And choo choo.
Yep.
Like in a day and age where we're worried about people going into these schools and shooting people, we don't
Yeah.
expect an elementary school student
Right.
to bring a weapon to school and shoot their teacher. But
Yep.
that's the world we live in now, I guess.
Yep.
I would get those parents. For
Oh, yeah.
not locking that gun up.
Definitely.
You have to start holding these people. And I've been saying this for years now, that even in our juvenile system, and I know I'm going to get hate because I do every time I say something about the juvenile system,
Yeah.
that you don't know what these kids go through, and it's so
yeah.
rough and blah,
Right.
blah. For the love of God, what was it, a year ago that this kid stole one of the new thing is stealing the Hyundais and the Kias,
Yeah.
the Kia boys. And,
Yeah.
we watched a kid a year ago, I think, steal a car, gets in an accident where one of the boys dies.
Yep.
This kid's in a back brace. The juvenile system puts him back on the street, and like 2 weeks later, he was in another car
Yeah.
that was stolen.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
hit by the city of Columbus
Yes.
trash truck.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, same kid.
Ridiculous.
But so what I've been saying is, there's so many times we see these young kids that are involved in shootings and gun
Yep.
charges,
Yep.
and it's, well, he's on probation, or we've got to start holding people accountable
Yep.
for gun problems.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody talks about, and the three of us will probably get hate for this as well, but we're pretty pro Second Amendment.
Oh yeah.
The three
for
of us
sure.
are pretty.
Yeah.
We like our firearms,
Yes, we do.
but all you ever hear about is we need gun laws and we need this and I don't think any of us are against the keeping guns out of the hands of criminals and
Right.
out of bad guys' hands.
Yep.
But we've got to start enforcing the laws that are on the books
Yep.
and actually punishing people that use weapons in this manner. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
the first time we really seen something like this was the kid in Michigan that,
His parents.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they charged his parents.
Yep.
The kid took a firearm to school. This is a kid that was drawing, pictures of bullets and
Yep.
guns and took ammunition to school one time, got in trouble, and the mom was like, "You just can't get caught."
Right.
You
Yeah.
remember?
Yes.
And then he goes and shoots. It has a school shooting,
Mhm.
and they're like, "All right, we're going to hold the parents accountable." Now, don't get me wrong. There's times where, the parents aren't accountable for what their kid does.
Yeah.
But as a firearm owner, you got to be responsible with your stuff.
Yep.
Right.
My stuff is always locked up.
Yep. Us too.
And I live in a household where I've taught my kids gun safety.
Yeah.
They know, they're not toys. They're not They're not to be played with.
Nope.
They are for home protection
Yep.
or hunting, or
Yep.
it's not a toy, and it's not something that they can access.
Right.
Right.
But to me, when you have these young kids and they can get their hands on guns that they shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
but we've got to start enforcing the law when there's a gun crime,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
If it comes out of your house, if a kid goes and commits a crime with a gun out of your house, then that should go back on you.
If
100%.
it's your weapon
They
and
should
you didn't
have-
have it properly stored,
Yep.
They should have no access to them.
Right.
I mean, unless you're cutting into the safe.
that's going to take you a while.
Oh, yeah, it is.
There's no way of getting to it.
Right.
Yep.
So, just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So quit being shitty parents.
Yes.
So tell us about this Kai gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the new show that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
The hatchet wielding hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, he's freaking great. You guys got to watch it.
So give us a
little taste.
I'll give you a little-
what's this whole thing?
Well, he's like hitchhiking, right? So
Uh-huh.
he's just cruising through town to town. Well, something happens, and some guy, I guess they said, was trying to grab a woman or whatever. It was a like a car accident. He tried to grab a woman, whatever.
Mhm.
Well, Kai comes up behind him with a hatchet and whacks him in the head.
Smash.
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 Smash. And they just go on the journey of like everybody wanting to, talk to this guy. And
So this guy's real name is Caleb Lawrence McGilvery.
It's a long name.
Yeah. Born September 3rd, 1988.
he's younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes like along like just people trying to get to him and talk to him and like because everybody thought he was a hero because he saved these people
Uh-huh.
and and just he's wild and just it's a really good documentary and he's funny like the stuff he says.
Sweet.
He's a funny dude.
Yes, I will check it out.
You must.
So the crime itself was this big guy, this 300-pound man who claimed to be Jesus Christ, tried to attack a woman, and he takes the
wow.
guy out with a hatchet.
Oh, wow.
So the tragedy, though, is that Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker,
Uh-huh.
eventually gets charged for homicide in a different case.
Yeah, because everybody loved him just the way he was, and like
Uh-huh.
he said he was standing on the Walk of Fame,
Uh-huh.
and people were driving by and going smash, 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 like because they recognized him.
Uh-huh.
He took a piss on somebody's walk, like their stars.
One of the stars.
Yeah. They said the lady that was there was a lady and a guy they were with him,
Uh-huh.
and she had just been in a car with him for like 25 hours, and she told the guy, "Hey, watch him for a second. I got to go valet this car."
Uh-huh.
And she said she was gone for 5 minutes. Comes back, turns the corner, and he's sitting there with his pants down, pissing on the star.
Crazy.
Wow.
So the person that he killed in New Jersey was a New Jersey attorney, Joseph Galfi.
Ah.
But he maintains that he fought him in self-defense.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or because he had money. But this dude literally could have made so much money on his 15 minutes of fame.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, he claims that he was drugged and raped by Galfi after he offered McGilvery a place to stay for the night.
What?
He drugged and raped me, so I killed him.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
I don't.
So that's your Kai story. So, well, I haven't seen the.
It's just one episode. Like it's just one like hour long thing. So you gotta watch it.
Sweet.
You guys will love him.
Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker. I've seen the video where he's being interviewed and he's like, smash!
Oh, man.
He just looks like a stoner. Like he's got this long curly hair and a bandana on.
They said something about he had a pencil and he spun it and like whatever it landed on and like to do the interview with this lady or to go smoke pot and he spun it and he was like, "Whoop, Want to smoke pot? So he just laughed, and the lady was pissed. Like, you just spun a pencil, like, for this.
Oh, wow.
It's great.
So we had another mass shooting in California.
LA,
Oh, really?
This morning.
Yeah.
That was this morning?
Yeah, did they find out who it was? Did they get the person?
I'm not sure if they have the suspect yet or not. No, he remains outstanding. 10 victims dead at the scene.
Wow.
No, not in California. They have gun laws.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't get
of
guns
course.
into
Yeah.
California.
Well, the shooting took place at a ballroom dance club in Monterey Park. Multiple people were killed and injured during a mass shooting that took place at a ballroom dance club in Monterey Park, California over the weekend. On Saturday evening around 10:22 p.m. local time, officers from the Monterey Park Police Department responded to the business regarding a 911 call about shots being fired. 10 victims were pronounced dead at the scene, and an additional 10 victims were taken to local hospitals in various conditions ranging from stable to critical. Huh.
Wow.
Too early in the investigation to know anything, really.
Yeah.
Right. Was it just a normal club?
It was a ballroom dance club.
Ballroom blitz.
Yeah.
Ballroom.
I want to know more about this ballroom dance club because to me it's like when you tell me a ballroom dance
Suits.
club, I
Yeah.
see like
Yeah.
ball gowns and suits and tuxedos with the bow ties,
Like
and they're like
Yeah.
doing the tango.
Yep.
Doing the tango.
And some guy comes in with I don't know, what's a scary gun? I don't want to say AR-15 because that's cliche.
A 22.
He's got a P90.
A machine gun.
Kicks the door open with a P90 with a chainsaw on it. Lets her rip.
Say hello to my
Little friend.
You know what would have stopped this?
What's that?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
John McClane. If he would have been in LA visiting his wife, who's not got his name.
He's dead.
John McClane's dead?
Yeah.
Not John McCain.
Oh.
John McClane.
Who's that?
Die Hard, bro.
Dude, how do you not know that?
Never seen it.
Really?
You've never seen Die Hard?
It's the best Christmas
He
movie in the
was a
world.
Prisoner of war.
That's John McCain.
Yeah.
Whatever. Same thing.
Bruce
I saw a picture of
Willis,
him.
Die Hard.
This is a terrible thing because my grandfather was a prisoner of war for 4 years in Korea.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure we've talked about it before, but I saw a picture of John McCain the other day, and it was of him when his plane got shot down over the ocean,
Uh-huh.
and all these people like swam out to him and they throw him on like this driftwood, and they're like bringing him back to shore, and he's just like laid out on it, and they're bringing him up to make him a prisoner. It's like that's a weird picture.
Yeah.
Like somebody
Yeah.
pulled out their Polaroid.
Yeah.
Like, we got one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why it just struck me as odd.
Jeez.
So the other big news story right now, you guys keeping an eye on Atlanta?
Oh, yeah, the riots.
Yeah.
Because they killed some activist
Yeah.
that shot at them.
What,
Well,
They
Antifa?
claim. Yeah.
Let's just get the facts out there that we know
they was
of.
burning fucking police cars last night.
Oh, yeah. Dude said he was going to charge him with domestic terrorism.
Good.
Yep.
So what we know is 26-year-old Manuel Esteban Paz Terán
Okay.
was shot near a planned $90 million, 85-acre law enforcement training facility where opponents had camped out for months in an attempt to halt its construction. The story that law enforcement's putting out is that this guy was in a tent, camped out right there.
Uh-huh.
He gets out and fires at a state trooper. And what law enforcement is saying is he shot the state trooper. The other officers returned fire, killing him.
Uh-huh.
The other side of this story is that this guy didn't shoot him, and they think that the officer was shot by another officer or by himself. I don't know how he shot himself, but
Yeah.
but so my biggest issue with this story, and it's to me it's stupid as hell when people protest things that the facts aren't out in.
Right.
And then we're going to burn everything. And we're going to destroy people's businesses that don't have anything to do with anything.
Right.
It drives me nuts. Like, okay, I understand that everybody wants answers immediately.
Yeah.
But you gotta let things unfold before you have a reaction.
Yep.
When it's something like this, you gotta let it play out before you get outraged. Because you don't want to be the asshole that gets outraged and then they're like, look, we got video of it, watch.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you're like,
yep.
you look like a dumbass.
Well, Atlanta has
Yep.
a history of doing this, just like the dude in Wendy's that fought the cops, stole the taser, took off running, turned around, fired the taser at him.
Yeah.
They shot and killed him. They burnt down the Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't wait for all the
no
stuff to
spicy
come
chicken
out.
for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
you didn't wait for all of the facts to come out before you did that. They tried to charge that police officer with capital murder,
Yeah.
and they dropped all the charges.
Yeah.
The prosecutor was like, "Yeah, that's not going to happen."
Well, a lot of issues that you see with these sensationalized shootings
Uh-huh.
is watch these prosecutors. They aim for the freaking moon, man.
They do,
Yeah.
Like first degree murder.
right?
Yeah.
Like first degree murder has to, number one, you have to show intent
Yep.
to basically plan the crime out.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
So you aim for the freaking moon, and then when you don't get it, you're like, the justice system is ruined.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
for
don't get me
sure.
wrong, the justice system has its problems. We've talked about it quite a
many
bit.
problems.
But don't overcharge stuff for
Right.
one.
Yep.
But back to the main thing is you have to know the facts of things before you get crazy with stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And on the other hand, what are you solving? What problems are you solving by burning down businesses?
You're not.
No.
You're just hurting your
Creating
community.
more problems.
Yeah, you're hurting your community.
Yeah. I mean, the last, 4 or 5 years of people going that route, just burning up cities.
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
Well, what's funny is, like, go back and look at, like, the greatest thing ever invented was memories on Facebook. Because you can do it almost to the day that, and no, this isn't coming up anytime soon. This is
Yeah.
a one-off. But when the election gets close, you'll start seeing different things. And I have it from like 4 years ago, 8 years ago. Like, I'm
Yeah.
reposting the same shit. It's weird that it all comes out at the same exact time.
Oh, yeah.
We are manipulated people.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, the media and the government really do force an agenda on you.
Oh, they're so
People
corrupt.
are like, no, they don't. Bro, they
Yes, they do.
legitimately do.
I do.
I think the main thing, like with the racism stuff, the government really wants us just to fight with each other.
They
Oh,
do.
yeah.
It takes the attention off of what
'Cause
they're
if-
doing.
Right. If
That-
we're fighting with each other,
Yep.
you're not watching them.
Yep.
Dude, and I love Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn cracks me up. The dude is
that
hilarious.
dude
The dude is
funny. Yes.
But he does this. He does a part of his show where he talks about. And I know you've seen it because you're a Theo guy too. Where he talks about race. Where he he's like, he's like, people look at me like, man, you got the white privilege and blah blah. And he's like, I'm living beside you,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're broke together.
Right.
Yes.
Like, it's not about black and white. It's about rich and poor.
Yep. Yep.
He said, like, what I do, come steal your shit and then move in next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stole your shit and then moved in next door, and I don't have your shit. But I mean, but that's really what it is. And they do a hell of a job
They do.
keeping that alive.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are instances where people are just racist.
Oh, yeah.
And there is that since the beginning of time, you've had issues like this.
Yeah.
And it won't just go away. But a lot of this stuff is driven to get us to fight with each other.
Yep.
Right. But you also have, and like, I don't want to get political and, you know, all that, but you also have people that only watch certain news stations. Like me, I'm a guy, I'll watch all of them.
Uh-huh.
There's people on Fox I don't like. There's people on CNN I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch them all just to like kind of hear both sides, see where they're both going.
Uh-huh.
But there's people that only watch certain things.
Right.
And that's what they believe because that's all they watch.
Right.
And they're constantly
Yep.
telling them, you know, oh, like Trump's bad and the white man's bad and, you know, all this kind of stuff. So you have that people that just watch that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with society nowadays. I mean, there's a couple. There's plenty.
There's money.
There's plenty of things you can point at. Social media is one. I think
Right.
social
yeah.
media was the
It is.
downfall of
Yeah,
society.
definitely.
It is.
Smartphones are the
Smartphones.
downfall of society.
Yes.
Well, social media makes everybody think that they have like that their fucking opinion matters. And it
Right.
doesn't.
Keyboard warriors.
So, yes.
But these cable news networks
Yep.
are 100% opinion-based things.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the news anymore.
Yep.
And it bleeds down all the way into local news now.
Yep. Yep.
Like, to be honest with you, it's hard to trust any news source to me
I don't.
because everybody has their own leanings.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yep.
whatever happened to the days with like Dan Rathers where you're just going to tell me
Right.
the news?
They have.
You're going to
there's
tell me
one.
what's going on, and then I make my own opinion
Right.
based on the facts.
Yep.
There's one that I know of, Brett Baer. He's the only one that I know
Here's what I'll tell you.
that doesn't put his opinion in anything.
Uh-huh.
He reads the news, tells you the news, and that's it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, even though he talks a little bit like this, but that's what's missing.
That's
Yeah.
what we need.
It's just tell me the facts.
I don't give a shit what Don Lemon says.
Don Lemon.
I call him
Lemon.
Lemon. Don Lemon.
Don Lemon. But I mean, everybody. It's all sensationalized.
It is.
Opinions.
Yep.
That's all it is anymore. Instead of just give me the news, give me the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because you politicize everything.
Everything.
Like there was an earthquake in Taiwan today. The Republicans should have never put that fault on that line right there.
No, it's just the whole thing is just be more open to both sides, and you'll find out that it's much better because you can get opinions from each side.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
That's nice.
I think
True.
what we need to do is just do away with parties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Democratic, Republican, do away with parties.
Yeah.
Get rid of lobbying. I think that needs to go away. There's a lot of stuff that needs to change.
How many average people do you see in Washington in politics?
None.
None. They may come in with nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but they rich when they leave.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Yep.
How you
Corruption.
get rich? How you get rich as a politician in Washington? It's because
Getting paid.
Jim Bob's giving you this kickback here so
Yep.
that you'll vote this way on
Exactly.
this bill. This is not what our forefathers
Oh, definitely not.
had in mind.
Look at Nancy's ass. She out there with a whole freezer full of ice cream.
Yeah, $20,000 fridge.
Yeah.
I like ice cream.
In the middle of a pandemic when everybody was losing their jobs, she's like, look at my ice cream.
Right. Yeah.
When I get fat, I just eat this $10 a gallon ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But you got lunatics on both sides of the
Yes,
aisle.
you do.
Listen, this new Santos guy, what is it, George Santos? The new, was he in the House? The dude was elected, and he was like, his whole background was a lie. Like,
I saw a little bit about that, but jeez.
it's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, it is.
Then you had the debauchery of the Speaker of the House voting.
Yeah, what, 15 times?
Yes.
15 times. And it was just a group of them that was like, nope.
I like what's his name? Matt Gaetz.
When he said Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
But I mean, they just made a mockery of the whole.
They did. I mean,
They've been doing that for years.
They knew all along they were going to have him. And they just wanted to mess around.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it looks stupid.
It does. It makes them look stupid.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to think, man, America is the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
This is the real deal. This is and don't get me wrong, I still think it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
I do. I honestly believe it's the greatest country in the world.
It is because we can do this and not get
You're right.
killed for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We do this in Russia, we fall out of a hospital window.
Imagine we do this in North Korea.
Ooh.
We're not getting on the air.
Yeah.
For one, there's no internet. He's like,
Right.
you're not getting our internet.
Yeah.
But it's the greatest country in the world. But as a kid, you looked at it and you was like, man, all these great people and the presidents are great. And, and the politicians are great. And nowadays you think to yourself, what do these other countries see us as now?
Right.
Embarrassment.
The way we fight so much with each other and the Democrats and Republicans and black and white and
It's constantly.
Yeah.
and you got Putin's crazy ass over there that probably looks over here like, I ain't gonna worry about them because they're too busy fighting with each other.
Right.
I don't know.
But I did want to talk about something real quick, like a story that I heard, and it was like it was just crazy to my brain.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was following.
You didn't have the brain juice that morning.
I know.
no.
I was following this, and I'm like, dude, this is wild. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the story real quick.
Okay.
Real fast. So this guy, he was married to this girl. Okay. Her name's Jennaire Gurdo or something like that. If you can look her up. But
Janine Garofalo.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Remember her? The 90s.
So they were married, whatever. Well, he got a new job in Delaware, state of Delaware.
Okay.
His boss was 15 years younger than him. Well, he started having a fling with her, right?
Oh, he had a female boss.
Yes. So he started having a fling with her, whatever. Well, he fell in love with this girl that was younger, his boss. Well, his wife, they were going to get divorced, and she didn't want that. Well, she was she would take his jacket his suit jacket. She would cut it open and put a recording device in it, sew it back up. And he would have be out with her and all this kind of stuff. So she had all this, and then he would go home. She'd cut it open, take it out, download it to the computer, put it back in for the next day, whatever.
Wow.
Well, he found it and he wigged out on her.
Yeah.
Well, they were finalizing their divorce, and she said, "Meet me at this restaurant." Well, he met her at the restaurant. She never showed up. She sent him a picture and was like, "Hey, stop leaving your condoms in the trash can." And he's looking at the picture. He's like, "Yeah, whatever." Well, he's waiting. She never shows up. Well, he gets to looking at the picture and he's like, "It's my girlfriend's house."
Oh.
So he freaks out.
Oof.
He's calling his girlfriend, freaked out, calling her. She's not answering. He gets to her house, sees her. She's dead.
Ooh.
On the floor.
Oh, my.
Killed, dead, shot. So he's trying to work on her, try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, they call the cops, whatever. He gets up, turns the corner. His wife's dead. She killed herself.
Ooh.
So she shot that girl and then turned the gun and shot
Wow.
herself. Dude, my brain was like, what the fuck? And she left a suicide note that said that was her whole plan. And she was hoping he would come there first because she was going to kill him, kill the girlfriend, and then kill herself. Yeah. I was like, what?
Crazy.
This is some movie stuff.
Bro,
Yeah, it
these
is.
people, they have money. And they out here. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
Yeah, look her up. Her name is Jennaire.
Yep. Yep.
So what you're saying is
Check your jacket.
check your jacket.
If you're married, check your jackets. But yeah, that was the short story. There's so much more to it that'll blow your freaking minds. But
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not like a 6-year-old shooting their teacher, but
True.
Right.
So what do you got for me, Rex?
All right. If you haven't done so, go to our Facebook page, give us a like. Any comments, questions, or ideas, you can email us at eviltransgression@gmail.com.
Leave us some comments on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.
Yes, wherever.
And we'll be back
yes.
When the day
just
is
in
new.
time for our anniversary.
Yeah.
For it's our anniversary.
Yeah, you guys taking it too far again.
Hey, so, real quick. Have you guys seen the 90s show on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
now?
We already watched them all.
Dude, I'm like 2 episodes away from finishing it.
Uh-huh.
I like the 70s show. I
Yeah.
think the 70s show is better.
Oh, yeah.
But-
yeah, me too.
Growing up in the 90s, there's a lot of stuff on there. You're like, oh, man, I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that. I remember that. But I don't even know where I was going with it. But oh yeah. So in one of the episodes, it's the granddaughter who is what's his face's Eric's daughter.
Yep.
It's her birthday, and Bob, remember?
Oh, dude, that song he was singing.
he buys her a karaoke machine for her birthday. He's like, I'm gonna sing you a birthday song, and he's like, he pushes play.
Keep in mind, this is her grandpa.
Yeah, and it's Boys to Men.
I'll make love.
I'll make love to you. Hey, blow out your candle. He's like, oh, it is a birthday song. And then he starts singing it like, I'll make love to you. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all. That's
Yep. Good
check
stuff.
it out. All right. So, all right, Evil Mob. Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.